All right, I just got out of hot yoga with Chandler and his girlfriend. If you've never done hot yoga, geez, it's incredibly difficult. You're in like a superheated room. I don't know how hot. And you're like alternating between poses, basically balance poses and stretches. And I mean, you're doing stuff like push-ups and holding planks just for long periods of time. It's absurd conditioning. I did that today, an hour. Spent about an hour in the pool and the hot tub. And I spent about 45 minutes on the soccer field. So I had like 3 workouts so far. I'm about to go back and get on the computer and do my actual work. But I haven't spent any time on the basketball court today, and that's not so unusual. I don't spend time on the basketball court every single day. And that's what this video is about kind of how much time you can and or should spend on the basketball court, like what your workout mix should be like. Because there's a lot of schools of thought. I mean, you'll hear people say you gotta be in the court in the morning putting up shots and at night putting up shots, and just spend as much possible time as you can on the court. Well, you want your training to be energy efficient. If you're putting up shots that are low quality or whatever, what's the point? And if your athleticism is low and you're doing these shots, what's the point? Because you're not going to get them off in game. You're going to be weak in game. You're going to get pushed around in game. I think you just want to treat your athleticism first, basketball second. You want to be the guy who's just flying by everyone, zooming by everyone, pushing around bigger guys, just the strongest player out there. And if you have basketball skills too, that's awesome, right? I mean, if you are constantly injured, you're going to get no looks. If you're throwing down thunderous dunks, but you don't have much of a jump shot, you're still gonna get looks, right? So athleticism is super important, in my opinion. Okay, so how do we cultivate athleticism? I'll say that it's not genetic. I don't believe that. You can definitely train for basketball. You work out, your muscles get stronger. Weird, right? Those are just facts. So what should you be working out like? Well, I mean, I think a key is listening to your body. If you wake up and you feel real sore and stiff, you probably shouldn't go to the basketball court right then. It doesn't mean you need to take a day off though, because you can get your exercises early in the day, whatever it takes to get you warm, self-massage, strength training, whatever, and then by the evening, hey, maybe you can get on the basketball court for a few hours, and maybe you can do that every single day, right? That seems like a decent way to go. But, I mean, I think if you're just really beat up, there's just no reason to go on the basketball court, because if you're beat up from basketball, you're going to beat yourself up more. Your athleticism is just going to slide, and if your athleticism slides, that's injury / just being ineffective. So, I mean, how much time should you spend to 99 North? Okay, I'm going the wrong way. How much time should you spend on a basketball court? Well, it really just depends on how you want to do it. The higher your athleticism is, the naturally or whatever, or from work you put in the past, the more time you can spend on the court, right? Because your athleticism is on point, you're not really getting injured out there. The lower your athleticism is, the less time you should spend on the court, the more time you should spend on your athleticism. I understand that being on the court is time for athleticism too. But I mean, you want a certain amount of ability, functional ability, strength, speed, stability, flexibility, and so forth. So like, I mean, you can really do whatever you want, but I think self-massage is really important. I think barefoot training is really important. I think that flexibility training is important. I think that strength training is important. And if you spend like 10 hours on the basketball court, that might is probably better than like 30, probably. so long as you're spending that excess time into physical training. So those are kind of my thoughts. I mean, I wasn't on the court today, so I don't have any videos. Can't really bring the camera into the pool. Can't really bring the camera into hot yoga. Can't really bring the camera. I could have brought the camera onto the soccer field, but you've kind of seen what I do out there anyways, and I'll have more videos on that. But I made this video instead to show you guys that how I think that is a good way to train during an off day. And notice that my off day there's no rest. There's not very much rest, although I did sleep extra and I've tried to eat extra, but it's not a day of rest, it's a day of recovery. I think there's a distinction there. I think you don't want to, I think that rest is a trap. If you just, rest is atrophy, immobility is atrophy. So I mean, recovery is boosting your athleticism basically. So that's a different paradigm. On your days off, do not ice, do not sit around, just do different kinds of workouts that are not straining you in the ways that basketball or whatever, walking, etc. But if your athleticism is super on point, just get on the court for a lot. I mean, it really depends. So, key is really listen to your body. If you have any questions about anything specifically, you can hit me in the comments. I know it's pretty low key around here still. 230 subscribers is slowly getting bigger and bigger and growing, but I mean, it's still a small thing around here. I think that, and if I keep up with this, a year we could have 1,000, 2 years could be 10 or something like that. I have no idea. It might be faster, it might be slower, but point is, it's at a point where you can get a lot of individual attention if you want to talk to me one-on-one or in the comments or whatever. But that's Energy Efficient Basketball. I'm Travis. Got a good workout in with Chandler and Victor today, so peace.